Hello there, it's Michelle Stonhill here, and I'm going to be talking you through the detail behind this incredible company and amazing business opportunity now. So, you've probably already seen a brief overview, a snapshot of information, something that's piqued your interest and made you want to know more. Now, for me at this stage of looking at this opportunity, I was definitely intrigued and I was a little bit excited, but I wasn't quite sure what I was excited about. I just knew I wanted change. I knew I wanted out of the corporate rat race. I didn't want to have a boss anymore. I didn't want to go to work for long hours, making somebody else wealthy and missing out on precious time with my family and doing the things that I really enjoy. So I wanted something more. Now, I looked at the detail behind this opportunity, the detail I'm about to take you through now, and by the end of seeing this, I was buzzing with excitement. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be too. So, a little bit about me. Now, obviously, I'm not from America. You can probably tell from my accent that I'm from the UK. But I love America, love it. And I want to spend as much time there as I possibly can. So, it makes sense for me to build a business there. Now, the great thing about America, and one of the reasons we chose that as one of the destinations we want to work from, is because there's a massive, massive opportunity. A massive opportunity to run an online business in America and a massive opportunity to run a forever business. It's a pretty much untapped market, and how exciting is that? A country as big as America that is pretty much untouched. That's why we are in America actively looking for brand new business owners to mentor and coach in achieving what we have over the last couple of years. So we no longer go to work for someone else. We run a business using our laptop, our smartphone. So wherever we have Wi-Fi, we can do business. That's just meant so much freedom for myself and my husband, James. We can travel the world. We do travel the world. We earn a six-figure income. And I never, ever thought that would be possible for someone like me. I always just did okay, just had a mediocre job, a mediocre life. I never dreamed that I'd be living the sort of life I am now, and it's thanks to this incredible company, which I'm going to be sharing with you now. But not everybody has the same challenges I had. Not everybody's looking at this opportunity for the same reasons I did, and I appreciate that. We're individuals with individual needs, but most people can relate to my story when it comes to working long hours for an average income, not getting a lot of time to spend with my family and doing the things I enjoy, and then getting to the end of the month and still not having enough money. If that sounds familiar, then this could be a game changer for you. Longer commutes, traveling to get to work, adding hours onto your journey, getting there and back. Now that's not great anyway, but what that means is it takes you away from your family for longer and it's hours you're not getting paid for. Most people are facing uncertain times with their job too. I believe there is no job for life anymore. Now, for me, that's great. I think that's awesome. I mean, who wants a job for life? But I also appreciate that when you face redundancy, it's not nice. It's very, very difficult for families in that situation. So for me, I was looking for stability, something that I was in control of, that no one could take from me. I've noticed more and more people that I'm working with, particularly in America, worry about healthcare plans. They worry about getting sick. What if I get sick or my family gets sick and I can't afford to pay the medical bills? So many people now in the USA are building a business with us and keeping the business as a bit of a safety net, a pot of money that they're putting to one side around their job to pay for medical bills or great healthcare plans that gives them a better peace of mind in the future. Whatever it is for you, whatever need you have, you can kind of use forever as a vehicle to get to where you want to be. So that might mean, like me, more time to travel, a flexible opportunity that gives you options to travel the world if you want to whilst you build a business. You might just want a new car and some nice things that you can't afford at the moment, so you might want a little bit extra to pay for those things. So a bit of extra cash to pay off debts, healthcare funds, pension pots for your retirement. You may want a flexible opportunity to work from home. I work with so many mums and dads that want to be at home with their children. They want to be present, making memories, but they don't want to sacrifice their income or career. You may be just looking for a career that gives you a lot more recognition and a sense of fulfillment. So for me, I have never met a bunch of people that encourage and motivate and inspire people the way they do at Forever. Now, for me, that was just so refreshing. I'd never really got a pat on the back or a thank you before in a career. So if you kind of get a buzz from recognition, you're in the right place for sure. You might be looking for a healthier lifestyle, a healthier way of living. I know when I was working a ridiculous amount of hours in the corporate world, I didn't have the time to eat healthy, look after myself. I wasn't my fittest, I wasn't my healthiest, I didn't have any energy. So you might be looking for a way to live a healthier life. Health is the most important thing in the world. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And running a Forever business has made me the healthiest I've ever been. So who are they? Who is this amazing company? Now, if you've not heard of them already, Forever Living, founded in your home country in the USA in 1978, so not a new company at all, very well established. It's a company with core family values. Mr. Rex Morn, who you can see there on the screen, who is my absolute idol, had a vision many, many years ago to create an environment where individuals can, with dignity, be what they want to be, where integrity, empathy, and fun are our guides. They're his words, that's his mission statement. He wanted to create an environment for budding entrepreneurs to be business owners, to step into their own, to control their income, control their future, have peace of mind, and have a hell of a lot of fun along the way. We do have a lot of fun, so you do have to be a really positive person. I only want to work with positive people. So ask yourself now, are you the type of person that wakes up every day with a smile on their face, regardless of what life throws at you? Can you be a glass half full type of person? That's really, really important. Rex runs this company with his family. And because it's a family run business still to this day, family is very important to Rex. It's very important to the founding family. So being at home with your family and being able to run a business goes hand in hand with what these guys believe in. Family's important. We now trade in over 158 countries around the globe. Now that means you can build an international business. I genuinely didn't think that applied to me when I started my business 2 years ago because I didn't know anybody abroad. So I thought I'd probably just have a business in the UK. 2 years later, I get checks coming in from all over the world, some countries I've not even travelled to. As you can see, I'm now running an American business. I'm really excited about that. So it really opens doors for you to travel and experience different people, different cultures. If you want to, you don't have to travel. I choose to because I love it. But you could just run your international business from your fingertips, from your laptop, iPad, smartphone. We turned over $2.6 billion last year. So this is not a small company, well established with a huge turnover and lots of assets, $1.5 billion worth of assets, completely cash rich and completely debt free. Now that really caught my attention. How many companies can you think of right now that have a turnover like that don't owe the banks any money? I personally couldn't think of any when I was asked that question. And that gave me a huge sense of security and stability because I wanted to work with a company that I knew was going to be around for my children and my children's children. Because the type of income that you build with Forever is a legacy style income. It's a royalty residual style income that you can hand to your children and your children's children. So you want to work with a company that you know is going to be around. And that's what I saw in Forever. The growth speaks for itself, over 35 years of consistent growth that's never dipped, never plateaued, through recessions, through wars in some countries that we operate in. And that growth, that consistent growth, is just testament to our products and the business model we use to take those products to market, which is what you're going to learn all about now. So Forever in the USA, well, that's our beautiful head office there, which is in Scottsdale, Arizona, and going to be my hometown from May the 3rd until the end of July this year. And then I'm going to be back lots more. So excited about that. It's a beautiful, beautiful building that's an open door policy. So any independent Forever business owners can work from there, do training there. We are personally going to be putting on training sessions for you guys to come to. So if you're in Arizona, great. If not, that's okay too, because dotted around America are other training hubs, other support networks, and obviously running an online business, it doesn't really matter where you are. Founded in 1978, as I mentioned before, so not a new business. And if you've maybe drove past this building and not known anything about Forever, your reaction is probably going to be similar to mine when I found out about Forever in the UK. Like, why have I not heard of this company before? I couldn't believe it. But I'm just so glad I heard of it 2 years ago. The product. So behind every incredible business has to be an incredible product, or else it just wouldn't work. And we definitely have that. If you've not heard of Forever themselves, or maybe think you've heard of them but not quite sure, you may recognise that yellow bottle there on the screen. That's our flagship product and takes up 50% of our global turnover in that just one product, because it's incredible. Now, we're the number one growers and manufacturers of aloe vera. When I first started with Forever, I didn't know much about aloe vera, and if you don't either, that's okay. In fact, I just thought it was good for sunburn. Very naive of me. It's good for so much more than sunburn. It's an incredible plant. But our aloe is very different. So obviously owning the lion's share of the aloe fields means we can afford to put more aloe into our products. But we also don't use any insecticides, pesticides, any nasticides as I call them. So people that are really wanting to be more careful about what they're putting in and on their bodies will be pleased to know that we don't use any nasties in the products. And Rex has gone to every length to protect the products, not allowing any petrol machinery into the aloe fields even. And we hand harvest the leaf. So if you've ever seen an aloe leaf, you'll know that the outer leaf is quite hard and then inside is this gel. And that's where all the good stuff is. That's where all the nutrition is. And that's where the quality is. So why use the outer leaf? It doesn't contain any nutritional quality at all. So we don't use it. We hand harvest just the inner leaf gel, removing the stuff that has no use, getting rid of it, and only putting the quality gel into the products. And then we keep it alive, which is the really cool thing. And again, something that really caught my attention, because any great business needs a unique selling point. And wow, do we have a unique selling point. So like anything that's living, like the aloe plant, a little bit like a banana. When you peel a banana, it starts to go brown and oxidise and die. Well, that's what happens to an aloe leaf. So Rex found a way, using a stabilisation process, a natural stabiliser, to keep that aloe alive. So every aloe product in our range is live aloe, and that's patented. So no one can copy that process, which means we're the only people in the world that you can get such a superior quality product from. And then that's backed up by an unconditional 30-day money-back satisfaction guarantee. So that means that someone can use the entirety of a product and then return it on day 29 because they don't like the colour of the bottle even. So this company is really confident that customers are going to fall in love and be really satisfied with the product. That refund is financed by Forever, not by me as an independent business owner and not by you. And that really impressed me, because I saw the growth, consistent growth, and I knew that if these products didn't really work, this company would have gone out of business within 36 days, let alone 36 years. And they're suitable for all cultures and all nationalities. So the marketplace is massive. The product range is huge, and they're really important marketplaces that we're operating in. So health and wellness, anyone that wants to look good and feel good, anyone that wants to get fit and lose some weight, ladies with beauty and cosmetics, or men Men are starting to look after their skin a lot more these days. The animal world. Animal and home is a huge market. People spend more money these days on their pets than they do themselves. And the product packs, like the one you can see there on the screen, that really takes the hassle out of nutrition. I know that 2 years ago, I really wanted to be healthier. I wanted to feel fitter and have more energy, but didn't really know how. And there were so many different diets and nutritional advice out there that it was just a minefield. Forever completely took the hassle out of that for me. The Vital 5 pack that you can see there on the screen pretty much gives me everything I need nutritionally to feel healthy and feel great, but it's in one box. I don't have to really think about it. I just take the products in the box every single day and feel amazing. And people want that easy, quick way to get their hands on nutrition without having to do so much research and put so much thought behind it. So that's become hugely popular. So who buys them? Well, everyone. We have a saying in Forever, from the nursery to the nursing home, there is pretty much something for everybody, and then the animals and everything in between. Mums that are looking for a more natural product to use on their children, because that's so important to people now. Younger people that want to look good, feel good, lose weight. Older people, people are living longer, but they want a quality of life in their later years as well. So everyone you know is a potential customer. Now that starts with using the products yourself. This is a business of recommendation. This isn't a business of sales. Now I was terrified of recommending products because I thought, is it sales? I've never done sales. I'm not good at sales. But I can tell you that it's like recommending a good book that you've read, a restaurant that you've eaten in, a film that you might have seen. It's no different. So it starts with using the product and recommending it with integrity. Now, every single person listening to this has been involved in network marketing before. If any of you, for example, watched the film 50 Shades of Grey, and I know that was hugely popular all around the world, especially with the ladies, and let's say you watched that film and you posted on Facebook, wow, just watch this film, it was incredible. Now you were marketing that product to your network, but you were doing it for free. As network marketers, that's exactly what we do, but we do it and get paid. So it starts with using the products. So you have to get your hands on some products. Now, when I started my business, I needed to know I was going to use these products, and I had to be able to recommend something that I believed in, or else I couldn't recommend it at all. So I started my business for, in the UK, £200. For you, $240. That's all I spent on getting started in the business. Now, I know that's not a lot to get started in business, but please don't value this opportunity at $240. I would pay thousands to get involved, knowing what I know now. And you need to be prepared to give it the amount of oomph and effort as if you had paid thousands. So don't value it at $240 and don't give it $240 worth of effort, because you do have to work hard to be a successful professional network marketer. And that's what we're going to talk about next, the income, the stuff that you obviously logged in to listen to, and the bit that I was intrigued about. So I'm going to show you some small incomes, because some people will just want an extra $200 to $300, something to give them a bit of extra money at the end of the month. You might love your job, absolutely love what you do, just wished it paid a little bit more. But I'm also going to show you some large incomes, the type of incomes that piqued my interest, the reason I got started. But I am going to also say to you, those incomes are not easily achieved. It takes hard work. Now, I'm living proof that it's possible, and it is possible. You have to be dedicated. You have to be prepared to learn some skills and treat this like a profession, because it is. Network marketing is a profession. You'll have to learn from the ground up, and to become a high earner in network marketing, you have to be a professional. So that's going to take some time. The first thing you're going to need to know is, in any business, is there a market for the product that I'm going into business with? Sounds like a silly question with these products, I know, because of course there's a market. Some figures there on the screen, just in case you were doubting it, but vitamins and supplements, a growing market. People are recognising it's almost necessary now to take supplements because it's so difficult to get what we need from our food. And because people lead such busy lives, it's hard to plan your meals to be nutritionally satisfied. Vitamins and supplements are growing. 586 billion globally. Beauty, 315 billion globally. Sports nutrition, another massive and growing market, 194 billion. So they're just three of the markets we operate in. So you can see there's definitely a marketplace for the products. So supplying customers is easy, but from a place of recommendation. You use them, you fall in love with them, that I'm not worried about, that will happen, and you share them. In fact, I probably won't be able to stop you from sharing them. You just do. Because you're passionate about them, you use them, you're wowed by them. You talk to people at work, at the gym, at the school gates, maybe. People you care about that you know can benefit from the product. You just share it with them easily, effortlessly, like you would anything else that you enjoy. And you develop a little bit of a top-up income by retailing some of the products. It's a consumable product, so people are going to need to come back every month to purchase them from you. And the only way to get their hands on the product is through an independent business owner. So you might service 20 to 30 customers that are all spending around $25 a month with you. That's going to give you $200 to $400 per month extra for just talking to people like you would anyway, but sharing a product that you actually get paid for marketing. So it doesn't take up a lot of your time, and that might be where the opportunity ends for you if you're just looking for a bit of a top-up income. But if you want more and you're a little bit like me and wanted the lifestyle, the income, the nice cars, the nice houses, the things that you deserve if you work hard, then you're looking at the team building opportunity. So it starts the same with you, using the products, getting your hands on them, believing in them, talking about them, but you're also talking about the opportunity with people with a view to build a great team. And this is where the power of network marketing really comes into play. This is where I got really excited, because with network marketing, you can multiply your time, leverage your time through people, through helping other people to be successful. So let's say you've got two friends. I hope you've got two friends if you're listening to this. It'd be an awful shame if you hadn't. I'm sure you know two people that are dissatisfied, don't like their job, wish it paid more, worried about medical bills. Two people that could benefit from either a top-up income or more than a top-up income and a complete life change of an income. Let's say they know two people. You can see what happens. You tell two people about an incredible opportunity. With my help, you help them to get started. You help them get trained up. They tell two people who tell two people who tell two people. Your customer base grows. As your team grows, you're servicing with a team that looks like that, around 600 customers between you. You're not doing any more work than if you were just doing it on your own for a bit of a top-up income. But you've got more people around you doing it, which means your turnover's higher and forever pay you a royalty on your entire turnover, your entire organisation. And a business that looks a little bit like that, we call a manager business, that's going to pay you between $800 and $2,000 a month. Part-time, around what you already do. So for many people, this is an extra income built in their spare time around their job. Now, for a lot of people, between $800 and $2,000 a month is a complete life-changing amount of money. What would you do with it? I don't know. Everyone's different. You may go on extra holidays. You may pay for school fees. You may put it away in savings for peace of mind for medical bills. But for a lot of people, that's a game changer. Now, if you've got 5 friends, 5 people that you know who are dissatisfied, that can have a massive impact on your business by speaking to more people and sharing this incredible opportunity and teaching them to do the same. You can get the picture of how much that can grow that much quicker with speaking to more people. So you do have to like people. You have to like people. You have to be willing to share this with people. And you have to really want to change lives. Now, when you get to manager, that's a little bit like your apprenticeship. There's lots to learn. As I mentioned, this is a profession. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to get your head around. You have to make room for it and fit it into your life. But then you get to manager and you're confident, you're standing a little bit taller. You've got a great income for part-time hours and you can teach other people to do the same. Now, for me, my manager business and then my first few managers that I helped to get to manager came from the UK. So they were dotted all around the UK. Some of them I'd not met, only spoke to online using webinars, but they might be anywhere in the world. So we now have businesses in most of Europe, America, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and you can too. So you help people get started. You help them to develop into that manager. They're independent business owners now with their own goals, their own agenda, and whether you're working or sat on a beach, they're going after it. So your income, your business continues to grow. This is about finding and developing leaders. The more leaders you develop, the more your income grows. So you get paid more by helping more people. And this is what really excited me. This is what really makes what I do worthwhile, contributing to people's lives. So, for example, when I first got to manager, bottom line, you're looking at about $20,000 for a manager business, part-time around what you already do. As I said before, complete game changer. But the more people you help achieve that, the more your income grows. Senior manager, 2 managers, bottom line $35,000. And most people at that point will think, okay, it's just bonkers for me to carry on going to the day job now. I'm going to step away from the day job and I'm going to concentrate on this full time. But you don't have to. You could keep this as a part-time venture for as long as you see fit. At that point, I decided to step away from my previous career to move my business to the next level and help more people. Soaring manager, that's 5 people you help to achieve that manager position. That's a minimum of $60,000 per year. So maybe this is a retirement plan for you. And you think, okay, for the next 5 years, I'm going to get to manager myself, and then I'm going to help one person every year achieve that manager position. And in 5 years, I'll have a royalty style income of $60,000 a year, a retirement plan of $60,000 a year. I can't think of another retirement plan that pays you that well for 5 years' work. But you might not stop there, like I didn't. Sapphire manager, $120,000. You help more people, you get paid more. Now, diamond manager, you can see there on the screen, but you might not stop there. You could do double diamond, whatever it is you choose. You choose what you're worth on how hard you're prepared to work and how many people you're prepared to help. Now, I can honestly say that when I have somebody in my team that rings me and says, Michelle, I've sacked the boss, or I'm taking my children to Disney, or I'm taking my children to Lapland for Christmas, that fills me with more joy than the things that I've achieved for me. And you have to be that type of person in this business. So are you a contributor? Do you like to help? Do you get a buzz from it? And if that wasn't enough, there's then incentives on top of that. So earned incentive, we call this car plan in the UK because the people that I've worked with that you can see there on the screen, they bought a car and most people do. So it's an extra incentive after manager that you can qualify for. It's going to pay you an extra $6,300 per year. Goes into your bonus, into your bank account every month. You don't have to buy a car. We bought a caravan, like a camper van, and we travelled around the UK, seeing some of the parts of the coast that we'd never seen before because we were always far too busy, building our business as we went, and we loved it. We had the best 6 months and forever paid for that. And then there's the global travel incentives. Now, this really got me excited because I don't know if I've mentioned, but I love to travel. And travelling for free, well, that's even better. So yes, you have to work hard. You do have to work hard to qualify for these things, but why would you not qualify for them? So I've got an amazing income. My car's paid for. Then they pay for holidays. I mean, what else is there to spend your money on? You do find things, might I add, but Travel was a big one for me. So qualifying for the global travel incentives mean that you get to travel the world. You get to see the world with a bunch of people that you work with that become really close friends, and the experiences you have are just amazing. We went to Cancun in Mexico last year for our first global travel event. We qualified for all of these things in our first year. You don't have to be in the business for a really long time as long as you're prepared to work hard. 5-star accommodation in Cancun. We've never been treated that way. We got on the plane and turned left for the first time, paid for by forever. We turned up to the hotel and I said to my husband, we must be in the wrong place because people like us do not stay in places like this. But we were in the right place. We got treated like royalty. They gave us spending money. And they always pay for a +1, so you get to take your partner or a loved one or a friend with you, so you don't have to go on your own. And then the big incentive is the chairman's bonus incentive. So it's a little bit like a profit share program. So because there's no shareholders, there's no debt to pay, Rex very kindly invests some money back into the successful business owners. Over 22 million was paid out at the Global Rally in 2014 in cheques. Now, I would be running my forever business regardless of this. It doesn't have to do this. You know, we qualified for our first cheque last year, again in our first year of business, and we're going to be picking that up in South Africa. I've got no idea how much it's going to be. I'll find out when I peel the big sticker off the amount, but I'm so excited. I never got paid bonuses in any other job that I did. I got a bottle of wine sometimes at Christmas as a thank you, but I've never received this much recognition and praise. So if you're willing to work hard, this is what's on offer for you. So how do you build your team? Well, that sounds like a really stupid question now, because who wouldn't want to be involved with an opportunity like this? Who wouldn't want what this can offer? The reality is not everybody's prepared to work for it. Not everybody's prepared for change, and some people are quite scared to do something different, and that's okay. I get that. But most people will look at this who are hardworking and ambitious and think, let's get to work. So building your team is easy. Everybody you know now is a potential team member. Anybody you know that's working a ridiculous amount of hours, that doesn't get paid their worth, that wants more time with their family, that wants to travel the world. Anybody you know. And then people you don't know that you can reach out to. We teach you to do both. We teach you the skills that you need to learn to build a phenomenal team if that's what you want. So this is our business cycle. This is how we build your team. This is basically our business model. We identify potential team members, people with certain attributes we look for. We contact them, we show them what Forever's all about, and we invite them to have a look at a presentation, which is exactly what you're watching now. So somebody at some point has thought enough of you to share this with you. And then we get them started and we help them to be successful. And the more people that you speak to and help, the bigger your business grows, the faster it grows. And there is no type. You don't have to be from any particular background. You just have to be a type of person. We're not bothered about where you've been or what you've done. It's who you are that's important. If you really, really want something, you look into your future and think, I'm worth more and I want more and I'm prepared to go after it, then you're the type of person that we want to work with. Jane and John were farmers before. They're now 7-figure earners in the UK. Adam May, corporate professional that was fed up of the rat race a little bit like me. Natalie Healy, a mum, stay-at-home mum. Doctors, lawyers, people from the sporting profession. Whatever your background, you can be amazing at this business. It's not about being talented, it's about learning some skills. And you're not born with skills, you master them. You master them by learning them and by working closely with somebody that's already achieved what you're looking to achieve and copying, basically. And that's what I'm here for. So it's a proven business model. You don't need to reinvent the wheel or really give it a lot of thought on how you're going to build your business. You just need to be prepared to learn and copy from the people that have trodden the same path you're about to walk down. It's a completely uncapped earning potential. So you choose how much you're worth. You choose how much you're worth on how hard you're prepared to work. So no longer is a boss going to stick a price tag on you and tell you how much you're worth every hour. You get to choose. and it's willable, then you hand it to your children or somebody else that means something to you, somebody that you're prepared to build a legacy business for. That was really exciting for me. With complete flexibility. So you build your business around your life rather than building your life around your work. So, yes, you're going to have to work hard if you want to be a high earner, but you get to choose those hours when you work hard. You get to work from anywhere you want to work. That might be from home around children or traveling like me. And you get full training and support along the way, with a load of recognition and appreciation. So if you enjoy getting patted on the back, clapped, whoops, cheered, then you're going to love it. You're going to love the environment. I found it all really difficult at first because I just wasn't used to that sort of praise and recognition, and us English folk don't take praise very well. But I actually love it now. I absolutely buzz off getting recognition and praise for a job well done. So will it work for you? Look, I can't answer that question. I don't know if this will work for you. Only you can answer that because it depends what you're prepared to do with it. Will you take it seriously? Will you put the time and effort in that any new business would require? Doctors, they train for around 7 years before they get paid. Now, many of us, I get paid more than my GP right now, which is crazy. But I've had to take it seriously and put the effort in. That sort of income does not fall from the sky. Are you self-motivated? Because I'm not going to be your boss. Yes, I'm going to be your mentor, your coach, your support system. I'll tell you what you need to do and how you need to do it, but I won't make you do it. I'm not going to call you and say you need to do more. You have to be really driven. You need to be willing to tell people what you're doing. There's no point in getting that box and sticking it in a cupboard and joining the Allo Secret Service, because your business definitely won't grow if you do that. And you need to be willing to set some huge goals and then go all out to smash them. Now, setting goals was difficult for me. Dreaming again was difficult because I'd kind of forgot about the dreams I had of travelling, the house I wanted to live in, the car I wanted to drive, the things I wanted to do for my family. I didn't think about that stuff before I found Forever because it was too disappointing. I am going to force you to dream again and set some massive, massive goals. So you need to be prepared for that. So if you're like me, when I first saw this and you've got that nervous, excited feeling in your stomach, then you need to know how to get started, and that's easy. You register with a very simple form that I will get across to you so that you can fill that in and let Forever know who you are and where to pay you every month. You then order your new business owner pack. That gets delivered very quickly, but before that's even delivered, you can start your training. You can be training today. We send you access to the online training system straight away so you can start getting your head around the basics. And then we book your first business planning session. And that's where I'm going to drag the dreams and goals out of you, get them on paper and turn them into plans. And then that plan we're going to work on very closely in the coming months until you achieve everything that's on your plan and goal board. So you'll remember we talked through some things at the beginning of this, things that you might be looking for. I'm sure you've seen now how Forever can help you get it. But for many of you, I know will be so excited that you're ready to get started straight away. And if that's the case, then you need to get hold of me. Or if somebody else introduced you to this presentation, get hold of them and get the ball rolling. I also know some of you will look at this and decide it's not for you. Now, I can't say that I understand that, but I do respect that. And I thank you for your time listening in today and being open-minded enough to take a look. And for those of you that are ready, I will see you on the other side.